Let's just say the ratings aren't the same with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever now eliminated. Game 1 of the Aces Liberty matchup on Sunday drew an average of 929,000 viewers. Was down nearly 50% from last Sunday's Fever Sun contest. By the way, not only was viewership down, but attendance was as well.
WNBA players are upset after Caitlin Clark's elimination from the playoffs. They believe fans are biased against them for not watching their games. Recent statistics from the semifinals show that the WNBA is struggling to maintain viewership.
Say I told you so, or are you willing to say, Stephen A., you did tell us? Really? Caitlin Clark is the golden goose.
What sort of sport allows its finest player to be treated so poorly? The NBA is the only sport where teams advance to a final, leading to a decrease in viewership after each game. Caitlin is currently on her way to Europe for a break, but may be tempted by a lucrative move to the EuroLeague.
Be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer. I mean, Ice Cube was about to give her $5 million to play in less than 10 games in the Big.
If Caitlin made a move, she could earn 10 times her current salary and be treated fairly. However, the WNBA has denied her the opportunity to win the unanimous Rookie of the Year award. The voter who voted for Angel Reese should be identified.
Should have been unanimous.
Should have been. I agree.
Unanimous.
It should have been unanimous. And one of the things that sticks with me is, well, she was the first rookie to get a triple.
The WNBA is experiencing a decline in viewership due to the Caitlin Clark effect. A.A. Wilson, who won the MVP, expressed frustration with fans calling her game boring.
28 years old, 1,000 points in the regular season. Why is that not the biggest story out at the moment? Why are we talking about Caitlin Clark?
Exactly. Why when Asia was releasing a shoe were we talking about Caitlin?
Caitlin Clark's absence from the WNBA playoffs highlights the league's reliance on a single player to maintain momentum. Her absence drew attention to the league as a whole after the Indiana Fever lost to the Connecticut Sun.
The 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were continue to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark did this.
After Caitlin Clark was eliminated from the playoffs, viewership decreased by more than half, indicating that her presence was driving a significant amount of the league's interest. This cannot be disregarded as a fluke, since the WNBA has significantly relied on her. Clark's star power attracted viewers, but without her, the league struggled to maintain its popularity.
Since, Angel Reese had that injury to me, and also coming off of Olympic break, Caitlin Clark separated herself. Yeah. She should have been unanimous. Now to celebrate her, one thing that people forget is as a rookie, she was the most blitzed player in the WNBA, and she still put up 19, 5, and 8 assists.
The WNBA's decline in viewership is a wake-up call for the league, which has struggled with low ratings and attendance for years. Caitlin Clark's breakout season seemed to offer a glimmer of hope, with games consistently drawing in record numbers. However, without Clark, the league's newfound popularity is not as solid as it seemed. The WNBA has struggled to maintain excitement during the playoffs, particularly with Clark. Hive fans who had been watching Clark's every move saw little motivation to stick around after her departure. The remaining teams may still be competitive. The team lacks the star power and charisma that Clark brought to the court, resulting in a dramatic decline in overall playoff buzz.
The Jordan effect on the NBA and the game of basketball. I would argue at one point early on there was a Steph Curry effect on the NBA and on basketball also. You bet your ass there is a Caitlin Clark effect on all of basketball, and especially on women's basketball.
One of the most worrisome elements of Caitlin, Clark's playoff departure followed a consistent pattern throughout the season. Despite being regularly fouled and subjected to violent play, Clark received no punishment from the WNBA. Clark's potential was not adequately protected, resulting in a repeated pattern of harsh play that harmed her body and resulted to her team's defeat.
We don't want fans that are going to degrade us and call us names. I mean, we already see what's happening in the world. Something needs to be done, whether it's, them checking their fans or this league.
During the series against the Connecticut Sun, Clark was fouled multiple times, but the referees were hesitant to blow the whistle. Fans watching at home were frustrated as Clark was knocked around the court with little intervention from the officials. This failure to protect Clark is not a one-time mistake. When a key player in a league's resurgence is subjected to physical abuse, it becomes a significant issue. The WNBA cannot afford to lose such a valuable asset.
Racism has been impacting the WNBA well before this year. This is not a new thing. Sure. This is, and in that way, I do think Caitlin's being used as a pawn. Caitlin didn't bring racism to the WNBA. This has been happening, and that I think is what's been such a shock for all.
Caitlin Clark's breakout season was a huge opportunity for the WNBA to showcase its potential to a wider audience. Her games drew in viewers from all over the country, many of whom had never watched a WNBA game before. This was a chance for the league to capitalize on the buzz surrounding Clark and build a lasting fan base. However, by failing to protect her, the WNBA squandered that opportunity. Fans on social media have expressed disappointment with the WNBA for failing to properly officiate Clark's fouls.
There are very, very few people, but there are some out there who resent the fact that this young white girl came out there and did her thing. Rookie of the Year, 4th in the league for MVP voting, assist leader, one of the top leading scorers after the Olympic Games. She put on a show, validating all the attention she was receiving.
The WNBA's failure to protect its stars has led to concerns about fan loyalty. Caitlin Clark has contributed significantly to the league in a single season, but if action is not taken to protect her and other stars, the league risks losing the very stars who are helping to grow the game.
Viewers for WNBA games that Caitlin Clark is not in is like 3 to 4 million. When she's in the game, when it's her game playing, it's like 17 million.
Yeah. Well, I also look at the attendance in the arena.
Yes.
It's 8 to 10,000 everywhere else. Caitlin Clark, 17, 18,000.
Caitlin Clark's record-breaking season and impact on the NBA led to a snub of unanimous Rookie of the Year honors. Despite her outstanding performances on the court and in terms of viewership, one voter voted against her.
Matter if you are rooting against Caitlin Clark because you like another team. There's very few of them.
I'm excited
even if
to
it's
see,
that.
I'm excited to see who it is.
The WNBA's decision to not award unanimous Rookie of the Year honors to Caitlin Clark was met with outrage from fans. The lone vote for Reese over Clark was seen as a slap in the face to both Clark and her supporters. The identity of the lone voter who chose Reese remains unknown.
That second half really set the tone for me, for her to be, and should have been, the unanimous Rookie of the Year.
And it wasn't just one triple-double. She had 2 on the season.
And this is why we would love for the WNBA to make voting not anonymous. Because if you were the person that had that one vote, you should just be able to stand on it, and we should know who.
Snub of the controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark's unanimous Rookie of the Year award may have long-term consequences for how fans perceive the WNBA. Despite her efforts to elevate the league, Clark was not given the recognition she deserved. This has left many fans with a negative impression of the league's appreciation for Clark's contributions.
Best player in the country. To the media or me? As you see it. I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
For Caitlin Clark, the Rookie of the Year snub serves as motivation to continue dominating the league on the court. However, for the WNBA, the controversy has created a difficult issue to resolve.
The question is, who did it? Speak loud and clear, raise your hand, all that good stuff.
With Caitlin Clark taking a 200-day break from professional basketball, the WNBA will face a significant challenge in retaining fan interest. While the league will have an off period, other basketball will continue to be played. This is a difficult task, especially given the WNBA's declining viewership since Clark's playoff exit. The WNBA will struggle to fill the vacuum left by the departure of its most popular player.
It's really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened.
To retain Caitlin Clark, the WNBA must take immediate action to protect her on the court. The physical toll Clark endured during the 2024 season is not sustainable and could lead her to other opportunities, such as the EuroLeague, where players are often better compensated and well cared for. The EuroLeague has become an increasingly appealing option for top basketball players. In recent years, the league cannot afford to lose a player of her caliber, especially since she has helped raise its profile.
A rising tide lifts all boats. If folks were more receptive to it, more moments would have arrived. I still contend Caitlin Clark should have been on Team USA. Imagine international, the global audience that would have followed her. But folks missed it because of feelings, not business.
To ensure Clark's safety, the WNBA must prioritize her well-being by ensuring referees call fouls, protecting her from aggressive defenses, and preventing the same rough play that led to her playoff exit. Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA cannot be overstated, as she has brought in new fans, increased viewership, and given the league a level of attention it hasn't seen before.
Somebody thinks Angel Reese was the Rookie of the Year? Fine. Maybe it's a writer who covered her team in Chicago. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Like, I don't know if Caitlin Clark's going to go, can you believe I didn't go unanimous? Now, I thought we would have unanimous MVP and unanimous Rookie of the Year.
The WNBA must address issues raised by Clark's absence in the coming months to avoid losing momentum. To maintain its success, the WNBA should prioritize preserving its stars, developing a diverse talent pool, and engaging audiences even when their biggest stars are not playing. Clark is more than a player. She represents the future of the team. If the WNBA ignores the bias against Caitlin Clark, it risks losing the star who has made the league relevant and the fans who have followed her. To continue growing and attracting new fans, the league must recognize Clark's value and do everything in its power to keep her.